Okay, hey! I am Chelsea Gilbert. I'm a triple diamond, which I'm sure a lot of you probably don't even know what that means or care, but I'm just going to give you a little bit of information about my story, a little bit about the company, and the opportunity that you have to join us. When you sign up, it is $99, but that comes with a box of 4 wraps that you can sell for $25 to $35 each and immediately make your money back. In addition to those wraps, there's also 4 defining gel samples, and there's also a lot of product information and paperwork. And one of the things in there is a party pad, which means that you can immediately, as soon as you get your kit, walk around and tell people about the business opportunity and the loyal customer opportunity. So that way you don't have to remember anything. You have it printed out in front of you, and you can go through it just like I'm about to. So the first thing is the wrap. It is our most popular product because we're the only people that sell it. You have to get the wrap through us if you want it. There are other wraps out there that are water loss wraps, but we are not one of those. We encourage a lot of water drinking so you can get the best results. And if we were a water loss wrap, we would not do that. And there's a lot of companies that are network marketing that sell products, but most of those other companies, you can get their products anywhere. You can get makeup anywhere from Walgreens to Macy's. You can get candles at Walmart, but you can only get the wraps through It Works Distributors, and that is something that makes us really special. Let me see. Did I mute me? Can you also hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Yes. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Here's what it does. You leave it on for 45 minutes to as long as you want to leave it on. I've slept in mine many times and I have great results. You can do 1 wrap every 3 days. And the most important part, again, is drinking half your body weight in ounces for those 3 days. I think I'm viewing someone's screen. For those 3 days following the wrap. So we have a loyal customer program. So similar companies, if you want to get the discount, you have to sign up to sell and be a distributor. We don't want that. We don't want you to join if you don't want to make money. We only want you to be able to join if you're interested in making a business opportunity So we have the loyal customer program. If you commit to buying for 3 months on auto shipment, or pay a $50 fee, you get the 40% discount as a loyal customer, which is the same exact price that we pay as distributors, which is an awesome, amazing deal. But I really like to tell people about the business side of it, because when you become a loyal customer, you're really making us money. But when you're becoming a distributor, you're making yourself money. So here is the party pad, that part of it that talks about becoming a distributor, and that is a picture of some of the things that come in your kit that I was talking about earlier. This talks about how to go Ruby. Right now we have a $1,000 Ruby bonus, and I don't know about you, but I could think of a million things I could do with $1,000. And the best part about it is a lot of times when we're talking about, oh, do you want the $1,000 Ruby bonus? And we don't really tell you about how when you get that $1,000 Ruby bonus, that's on top of an average $600 a month commissions. And once you go Ruby, honestly, you're on the path to continuously climb up in the ranks. And the next promotion is $1,000 a month. The promotion after that is $2,000 a month. And Ruby is just a stop on the map. Once you've started promoting, you're really just headed straight to the top, and you're going to keep going. Can you also hear me? I keep seeing somebody else's screen.
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
You can't see.
Yeah, I see somebody else's screen too.
Let me see.
Mine says you are viewing Amelia's screen.
Amelia?
That's what mine says too.
Yeah.
Amelia? I'm just worried about the recording showing somebody else's screen as well. I don't know how to do that.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Let me see. Amelia?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Did you do this? I'm just kidding.
Look at the bottom, Amelia. It says like share screen. Do you see that at the very bottom?
No, mine just has a thing at the top.
Oh.
Is it gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Can you see me?
Amelia.
I can see Kelsey.
Can you see me?
Kelsey's the main one.
Can y'all see me now? No one?
I can see you now.
Okay. All right. So here when you go Ruby, it's so easy. The first thing is getting your 4 loyal customers. You can do that from anyone from your family, your friends, people you've met on social media. Mine was all family because I didn't tell my friends at the beginning, but I will get into that later. But you just need 4 people to try any products. We have 40 products, and I can assure you that every single person you know will need at least one product. If you don't know what it is, it's green, but there's something for literally everyone of all ages. So I would definitely recommending greens if you don't know, but you don't have to know about every single product before you join. That's something I've really realized, that people start off and they start running and they get their testers and they try products that they've never even tried themselves, but people are more than willing to help you be a product tester, especially when you offer them their discount. And then you just need 3 people to join your team, and then one of those 3 people to have 2 people join their team. Whenever I first joined, I had in my head who my people would be for me to go Ruby, and that's not who the people were. They were actually people I would have never thought of because they were just not my closest friends and family. But that's okay because those people needed it too, and they have actually become some of my closest friends and family. So I really I don't know. I'll go into that in a minute. Here is the average income chart. And when I first joined, my husband said the highest thing I could probably ever be was Emerald. That's an extra $10,000 a year, and I was really excited about that. For the past year, I've made that much a month, and I never thought that I would be able to do that. Whenever I heard about this company, I literally thought I would not be successful in the slightest. And so if you feel that way, just know that pretty much everyone starts off feeling that way. So here is the page that says, it's your choice. Would you like to be a loyal customer or distributor? If you can go through this book with somebody, you can do this business. That's how easy it is. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. So I have a friend from college named Caitlin, and I kept seeing her post all over social media, and I could have cared less about what she was posting about. And we both had our children at the same time, and she started a mommy Bible study and invited me. And so I started going. And I was going on a vacation, so I said, I'll try those wraps you sell. I became a loyal customer. I got 3 months of wrap shipments, and I never opened a single box of them. So I was in a wedding, and my bridesmaid dress did not zip. My son had come 6 months earlier, and I had not lost my weight like I should have. And I did 4 wraps, 3 days apart each, and my dress zipped like crazy, and I could not believe it. I kept telling my friends, and actually 2 of my very best friends in the world became loyal customers under Caitlin. And she said, you're making me money. Why don't you make yourself money? And I was like, I don't know. Okay, whatever. So I signed up just because there was a bonus on the line, like there is now with the Ruby bonus. I signed up at 11:30 at night one night. My husband, I had asked him several times for several weeks, and he said, no, you're not signing up. I don't want you to do that. And we didn't really need the money at the time, but he was getting mad at me for how many children's clothing packages were at my front door every day. So I just thought, it would be nice if I could have some money that he wouldn't tell me, he wouldn't complain so much about all my spending habits. And so I signed up at 11:30. I woke him up in the middle of the night, and he was like, yeah, if you just let me go to sleep, you can do it. I don't even think he really meant to say yes, but he did. And so over the next 30 days, I didn't really tell anyone about it. Just because I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I had to know everything about every product. I wanted to have tried every product myself before I promoted it so I could say if it really worked, because my integrity is so important to me, and I didn't want to recommend something that didn't work. And so I thought I needed to have that personal experience. So my first 4 little customers were my mom, my mother-in-law, my aunt. We ordered tons of product for ourselves, my grandmother. I had my husband trying products. And then I did post everybody. I was in a wedding. I couldn't zip my dress. I tried these wraps, and it zipped. I can't believe it. And people were messaging me like crazy. And I was like, oh my goodness, people really do want these products. And so I got a ton of customers from just that one post because it was my personal experience. My husband did the hair, skin, and nails for 30 days. He had a huge bald spot in the back of his head. I mean, huge. I posted the day he started his results, and the supplement. I was like, my husband's going to try this for 30 days. Here's the before picture. I posted it. 30 days later, I did not want to wait 30 days to see the results. I was like, I need results now. But 30 days, I took the picture. I could not even believe it. If I had not seen it with my own eyes, I personally would not have even believed it. And his hair had grown in so much. It was crazy. And because, again, that was our personal experience, so many people commented, wanted it. We sold a ton of it. Every time I did that with a product, I posted about how my grandparents loved the protein powder. I posted about how my mom loves the greens. Every time I did that, I just realized not only are these wraps amazing, but we have so many other products that are amazing that people want as well. It's not just one thing you're trying to sell. You have products that people actually want and they need. In the beginning, I didn't really understand how amazing the business opportunity was. I just was telling people about it. If they signed up, great. If not, I didn't care. It was just kind of a fun thing to do on the side. I was making a few $100s a month. When I went to lunch with Caitlin, the same girl, and she had it automatically pop up on her phone when she had money deposited into her account. And I remember seeing it, and it said she made $8,000 was just deposited in her account. And I was like, was that your money for the year? And she said, no, that was my money for last month. And I was like, you made $8,000 last month doing It Works. And she said, yeah. And I was like, well, how do I do that? And she was like, she told me, well, I can tell you, but you're going to have to, actually tell people about the products. Because I had only posted probably a handful of times. And I had that many customers and was doing that well just from that. And I decided, okay, this business opportunity is amazing. And I have people that I know that really need money. And so I'm gonna actually post about that. Once I did, people started messaging me, telling me, hey, does this stuff, does it really work? Does this business, can you really make money? And people started joining me because and most of the people in the beginning that joined me were my customers that had really great results with the products. And they said, well, I love it so much. I'm telling so many people about it. Let me just sell it too. I want to make some money as well. And we had so much fun. It was not the people I expected to join me, but it was, friends of friends, or, even people have never met in person that have joined me through Facebook or Instagram. And we have had the best time, and I have actually absolutely changed our lives. A little backstory. I went to Ole Miss and met my husband. I was an accounting major and I hated it. So I switched to marketing. Graduated with marketing, was engaged before I got married. I was engaged before I got graduated, and I planned the wedding. And as soon as the wedding was over, my plan was to open a boutique because I loved to shop, and I thought that was my dream job. Right after I got married, I found out I was expecting. 6 weeks after I got married, I found out I was pregnant. And I talked to a sweet lady that owned a boutique in my husband's hometown, and she told me, it's great, but you know what? It's a lot of money to start up. It takes a long time before you're going to make money. It's a lot of overhead, and it's a lot of hours away from your family. So you need to be prepared for that. Well, I was pregnant, and so I thought, well, maybe I'll wait until after he's born because this is just too much stress while I'm pregnant. And after he was born, I just realized I don't want all that. I don't want to be gone from him all the time. I loved him. I wanted to be around him. I just decided that wasn't really for me, but I didn't know that there was jobs like this out there that truly could make you so much money without having to sacrifice your family time. So it was 6 months after whenever I found out about this business, and I, at the time, was working for my family. My family owns car dealerships, and I had gone to college to be their accountant. Since I changed majors to marketing, my dad said, well, why don't you do our advertising? I was doing that from home. I was working full-time from home. It was a great job. I appreciate being able to work from home, but it was so stressful. I did not enjoy it. Every minute of it was miserable. I didn't have any adult interaction. So this business actually blessed me in so many more ways than just monetary. I was able to reconnect with new people. I was with older friends. I was able to make new friends. I have a whole new support system of other moms. It has blessed us in so many different ways. And I just feel like this company is like the answer to my prayers. In the beginning, I was worried about, first of all, I thought that Caitlin, who was at the time a triple diamond, which is a very high rank in the company, I thought, well, she's already taken everyone around this area that would ever want to sign. They're already on her team. I'm not going to have anyone join me. I'm not going to have anyone to sell to. And I was so wrong. I did not realize how wrong I was until many months later. But I'm so glad that I took the chance when I did, because who knows how many people would have joined before me, and I would have wished they would have all been on my team instead of on her team. And I've had so many people on my team say the same thing, that, oh, I wish I would have joined when I first thought about it. So if you're thinking about it, don't wait. But I also worried that, I was going to annoy my friends. I have always, really cared about what people thought about me. I've always wanted to make my family proud. And I didn't want to be one of those annoying girls that just posted 24/7 advertisements all over, and everybody ran from me because they thought I was trying to sell them something. So guess what? I didn't do that. I have incorporated my post into how it has changed our family, whether it be financially or through the products and the benefits of having those products in our lives, or I've shared customer testimonials or any of those things. But what I've realized is that people love these products and they need them. People want these products because they help them with, whether it be energy or their self-esteem or their confidence or so many different things. They really want these products. And even the products like Relief, I never really used to advertise that because I didn't really understand what it did. But so many people in my family or customers have talked about how their arthritis has like done a 180 and they're able to move their hands that weren't able to even move before. That's making somebody's life easier. And I have something that can do that. So it is a privilege to sell these products, in my opinion. And then with the business side, I cannot tell you what a blessing it is to be able to have somebody come to you and say, because you told me about this company, I'm able to stay home with my kids. I don't have to go home. I don't have to go back to work anymore because I have completely supplemented my income, or I've completely replaced my income. I have had people that join and they just want to do it for a few $100s a month. And that's completely okay too. Whenever I joined, I wasn't expecting to make the type of money that we now are, but it is a completely at your pace company. You can do it with 5 minutes extra a day. You can do it with 5 hours extra a day. I'd never have spent 5 hours a day working on it, but if you wanted to, you could. I completely do this in my time. I have a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old, and I do not ever let this business come before my job as a mom or my job as a wife. And that's something that I really love about this company, that we really can do it at your pace. No one is going to be down your throat saying, why haven't you done this or do this or whatever. It's completely on your time and you are your boss. And that's something that I love because I never really liked anyone to boss me around. So that's something that makes this a perfect job for me as well. So I know I've rambled a lot, but I did want to share my heart. I pray over this team all the time. I am so grateful for the people that God has brought into this business, that has also brought the people into our lives, because they do become like family. And there's people on this right now that have become such great friends, and I consider them some of my best friends that I have never even met in person. And just know that you're not alone. This is only my second time to ever do this Zoom meeting. The first one was a complete disaster. I used to hear these leaders doing these things, and I thought, I'll never be able to lead a Zoom. I'll never want to be one of those people that are on the stage. That's just not me. I'm never going to be like that. But the thing about it is that we have so many people on this team that will literally hold your hand for as long as you want it held. They will tell you everything that you need to know. They will help you do anything you need to do so that you can be successful and that you can be comfortable doing this business. And whenever you're comfortable, we can cut the little apron strings. But until that point, you have a complete community that is rallying behind you, who wants to see you succeed. We have a team Facebook page that has tons of help and people to answer your questions. And of course, your upline will be there as well. So you are never alone. And I just don't think that I can adequately express the blessing that this company is, because we are under Christian leadership. We are a debt-free company. Our company has absolutely no debt, and that is why they do pay out these huge bonuses. They don't pay other people to advertise. They pay us to. And so that way we can have a larger portion of the commissions and a higher check, because they believe in people getting out of debt. Us specifically, we never dreamed that we would be able to say, oh, we're going to pay for that car in cash. And we did. We do not have a car note. We just refinanced our home so that we will be paying it off in half the time. And I never thought like, oh, in 30 years, like, oh, we'll have our house paid off, like whatever, and you don't really think of that. But we're going to pay it off way sooner than that because we do want to be completely out of debt. And it's just such a blessing that we've been able to do these things because of this company. And the thing about it is like I said earlier, my integrity is so important to me. I would not sit here and say, you can be at the top of the company if I didn't believe it. But I 100% believe that you can be at the top of the company. Anyone can, as long as you set your mind to it and you're willing to, branch out of your comfort zone a little bit, and, talk to your friends and family about something that could change their lives, because honestly, it's a favor to them to tell them about this company. It really is. And that's how I view it, is that I am truly helping them by introducing these products and this business opportunity to them. And not everybody is going to understand the vision at first, but I can say with a complete honesty that a lot of people have changed their mind, even the ones that in the beginning weren't interested. They have come back around and they have seen the results. They've seen my life changed and they have changed their mind. So the people are out there that need this and want this. It's just, are they going to join me or are they going to join you? That's what it boils down to. So I don't know if anyone has any questions. I think there's a little chat on the side, or you can unmute your microphone and ask if you have anything, because like I said, this is only my second one. I'm really nervous and, I just wanted to share my heart, but I don't know if I rambled or missed any questions. So I would love it if I had any feedback from anybody that wanted to say anything or had any questions. I'm looking at these people on there. Lindsay, are you here? She is from my husband's hometown. She just joined very recently, like within the last couple of months, and she's almost diamond this month, which will be a $20,000 bonus. That just shows that people that join at any time can be super successful. Somebody just messaged me right now asking about joining networks. So I'm just telling you, they're here. There's people that want this. There's just so many blessings that this company can bring to you if you are willing to step out on faith and make an adventure of it. Does anyone have any questions at all? Does anybody want to say anything? Kelsey Carter, you should talk. You're about to go diamond too. Say something, Kelsey. Tell your story a little bit.
You got her with her mouth full.
I didn't see her picture.
Okay, I'm always eating every time we do one of these. Okay, I joined at the very end of July, and I joined because I was 8.5 months pregnant with our second child, and I had been working at Red Lobster for 3 years as a server, and I knew that I didn't want to do that anymore because I had to leave every single weekend, and it was usually at nighttime. So my husband was putting our first child to bed every night, and I was missing that. I was also in school full time, so I was really, really busy. So I hadn't been able to work for about 6 weeks because it was too hard on my body. And my husband had just switched jobs, so neither one of us had had a paycheck in about 6 weeks, and it was really rough. So I knew I had to do something, and I knew that I was not going to be able to serve for a while because I was going on maternity leave. So I joined, and I had been thinking about joining for about 9 months, but I just kind of watched a bunch of my friends, and I was like, I don't need the extra money, whatever. But then it came to a point where I really did. So I went back to the very first person who ever asked me to join, and 9 people had asked me since her, but I just ignored all of them. I went back to the very first person, and I didn't even have her number. We went to high school together, but I was not even friends with her. So I stalked her Instagram and found her website and figured out how to sign up on my own. And I just used my credit card because I didn't have the money. And now I am working towards the $20,000 bonus. Hopefully my husband can promote too, so we'll actually get $24,000 in bonuses. And yeah, that's where I am now. Haven't had to go back to Red Lobster, so that's a plus.
We're so proud of you. Does anybody else want to share their story? Lindsay, where are you? Are you ignoring me? I know she's going for I see you over there. I'm unmuting you. Lindsay?
Yes,
There you are. Tell your story.
I accidentally hit mute. Well, I've been a teacher and I'm still a teacher, but this year I went part-time, and my passion's always been education and I still love it so much. But when I had my little boy almost 4 years ago, it just like totally changed things, and I just desperately wanted to be able to have more time at home with them. And so my husband and I last year really started praying for like a miracle of somehow how I could be able to stay at home. But we had just built a new house, and so it just was absolutely not possible for me to not work at all. And so I felt like the Lord kind of opened up a door for where I could work part-time as a teacher. And we have no positions like that in our school system except for one. And I was the one person that got to do that. And so it just was a total God thing. But at the same time, after building our new house, it just was still such a financial burden. And so my husband started giving tennis lessons on the side, and I started doing tutoring lessons on the side. And I can even remember one night, our best friends were over here, and they kind of made this joke, and they said, y'all might as well open up a community center because y'all are offering so many different services to kids. And I laughed, but at the same time, I kind of like wanted to cry a little bit because I felt like we were having to work so hard to make it work in our new house and with our baby. And so anyway, long story short, I just had started following Chelsea on Instagram because I did know her husband, and I just kind of fell in love with her and her babies, and so wanted to know her. And so anyway, one thing led to another, and I just felt like the Lord kind of opened up a door and was like, this can be an extra supplement for you while you're part-time teaching. And so sure enough, I joined, I think, like at the very beginning of November. And it's just been a huge blessing, and I'm just obsessed with it. I love the products, I love the business, I love the friendships, and every single day I feel surprised by something new. Like I didn't even expect to make new friends out of this. I didn't even care about that. But now I can't imagine not talking to Chelsea and every single day. I probably drive her nuts. But anyway, if it's something that you're considering, my biggest advice would just be go for it. You're just not going to regret it. It's awesome. So.
And I want Savannah to say something real quick because she's in college, and I have so many people that think about doing it in college. I wish I would have. I think about it now all the time, and I thought I was so busy. I was so involved. I did sorority, Panhellenic, and I, cared about school. But now I look back in my time and I think I did a lot of online shopping. I also, I could have done it in class, even though that's not recommended. But, I think about all the extra time that I spent watching TV and how I could have been making money and how I had so many potential opportunities of customers because I know that we all crash dieted the week before formal. So, Savannah, tell us how you do it and how you do it with your spare time as a college student because you are so cute and you're doing so well.
Well, same thing. I followed Chelsea and adored her cute kids. Signed up January 18th, and I just looked at it and probably followed her for 4 months and would ask a random question, and finally was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I was shocked at the number of people just in my classes. Some girl said, hey, I saw your pencil case on Instagram and saw your pencil case in class and realized we're in the same class. Can we meet up after class and I buy a wrap? And I was like, okay, I can definitely handle this. In the dining hall the other week, I had my Blitz card on my purse, and the cashier was staring at my purse, and I was like, what is she staring at? And I said, oh. She was like, yeah, where do I get those? And I was like, actually, I can sell you one when I come get lunch tomorrow. So it's been very easy to manage. I'm taking 18 credit hours. Applied to my major this semester, and seems like a lot, but I mean, like Chelsea said, I spend so much time sitting in my apartment, and it's very simple just to post because I love the product so much. And I've had so many friends that have actually loved their wraps. And a cute girl messaged me the other day, and she was interviewing to be a princess, and she had to fit into the princess dress to get the princess job. So she said, "Can I buy a wrap from you after class?" And I said, "Yes, I have one more left and I'll sell it to you." And took it to her, and she wore the wrap that night and she got the job. So that's just, one instance of another college girl, and she loved it. And now she's obviously wanting to become a distributor. So we're kind of meeting up and chatting over coffee, and I've loved this business and the great friendships. I mean, I too bother Chelsea every single day with a question.
I love to be bothered. I love it. It's not bothering me. It's fun. But Savannah is about to get the $1,000 Ruby bonus as well. We're so proud of her. She's already blocked in. She's going for it. So, does anybody have any questions, or does anybody want to share anything else? I can't figure out who all's on. So those were just the people on my screen that are, because I can only see 3 people. So if there's anyone else that wants to say anything, you're more than welcome to, or ask any questions. Okay, I think this went a lot better than the first one. I hope that it answered someone's questions. I encourage you that if you're thinking about it, $99, you're going to get a box of wraps. So you're not going to lose money, that's for sure. You can only make it. So I would encourage you to just do it, and we will be here for you and help you. And for any of the people on this team that want to send this video to anyone, I will get it right for you. Hope you all have a great night. I'm going to end it. Bye.